So, perhaps unsurprisingly, Rivers State has become the staging area for protests against the deepening political rift between the Minister of the FCT, Nyesom Wike, and Governor Sim Fubara. Today saw hundreds of people drawn from a loose collection of the labor movement and activist groups, with students, civil society organizations and members of trades unions amongst their ranks, all marching as one to Government House in Port Harcourt, rallying in solidarity with the embattled governor. So the political crisis now appearing to enter a new stage of street protests amid the growing incredulity surrounding that agreement brokered by President Tinubu.
Issues were put to whoever they are. Let them allow the governor to keep on the good work he's doing. River State workers are happy. River State workers are happy. And the workers cut across the entire citizens. But every worker in the state, every worker anywhere has not less than 10 dependents. And we will not in any way want anybody to cut this joy from the heart of River State workers. So we want peace in River State. We want Fubara as our governor to continue.
Well, for more on this, I'm joined now by the man you saw in that video. He's on the line from Port Harcourt, and he's the chairman of the Nigeria Labour Congress in Rivers State, Alex Agwanwor. Mr. Agwanwor, thank you very much indeed for joining us. Tell us more about why you felt it was necessary to take to the streets today.
Okay, thank you very much. If you remember, 2 days ago, His Excellency, the Governor of Rivers State, Sir Similaye Fubara, GSSRS, gave an award of 100,000 naira as Christmas bonus to all workers in Rivers State. This is very unprecedented, and it has never happened for the past 16 years in Rivers State. Workers have not celebrated Christmas in this manner. The last time that happened was the reign of Governor Peter Dele, when he paid 20,000 naira as Christmas bonus to workers in Rivers State. For this one, it is something that we never expected, because we are so worried, because the political crisis in the state have not enabled us to engage the governor on these issues. Because we're also very conscious and also very expectant that being a governor that grew from the ranks and file of the civil service, and who also was also deprived of this Xmas bonus or 13 months bonus for these past 16 years, will do the needful. So, but by the grace of God, and also showing us that yes, it's actually the workers' governor. He came up 2 days ago and gave out 100,000. As of yesterday, every worker in Rivers State got the alert. And the calls were like, no, we are going to go and tell the governor thank you for this. We are going to go out and say thank you. And that is what caused the issue of the street rally today. It's a rally to say thank you to His Excellency, that the whole workers in Rivers State, both in private sector, public sector, or in fact the entire organized labor, NLC, TUC, Joint Negotiating Council, in charge of the public sector unions 1 and 2, we all gathered and we marched to the government house to say thank you to His Excellency, and to also give our solidarity support and assure him that the labor in Rivers State will continue to give him support to advance the welfare of our members and for the interest and the peace of people of Rivers State. I think that is exactly what happened today.
Right. So you went on a march because he paid you 100,000 naira. Is that right?
Yeah, exactly.
What did this have to do with the political crisis in Rivers State? Because the impression we got, and from hearing people speaking at the rally, was that this was an essential part of a solidarity sort of march to align yourself with the position of the governor in this political crisis?
Yeah, we align ourselves. As I said, it's a solidarity march to say thank you to the governor and align ourselves with him, with what is going on in the state. Because the governor is a worker. He rose from the rank and file of the civil service and became the governor. He was, in fact, he never planned, he never intended to be the governor. But thanks to His Excellency, the former governor of Rivers State, who also see him very fit, capable to become the governor of Rivers State, and gave him the opportunity. And we are asking that, for that purpose, let the opportunity be allowed to remain. Let the governor continue to deliver good service, to deliver good governance to Rivers people. Since this crisis, you can see the level of support from the Rivers people. The Rivers people are happy, the workers are happy with him. So we are appealing to all political actors, everybody should allow the governor to enjoy this reign and also allow the Rivers people to benefit from this good governance, for the visions the governor is already putting on ground for Rivers people.
And I mean, there are people who've expressed concern that this situation could escalate if, for instance, more protests erupt, perhaps violently. I mean, we saw a peaceful one today, but it could all go sort of topsy-turvy, couldn't it, given the simmering militancy that we have in the Niger Delta?
Well, you will agree that with me that for the few days ago there was an agreement that was reached between the governor and the other parties involved. I think the governor has come out to say that he has entered the agreement voluntarily and for the interest and the peace of Rivers people, that nothing is too much to sacrifice for peace. For him, the peace of Rivers State is his major concern. And I think the governor is not reneging for that agreement. And well, for us, in as much the governor is comfortable with it, with that agreement from Abuja, I think we will also align with him with that and continue to support him and give him all the solidarity to make sure he succeeds in this in his administration.
The labor movement across Nigeria has always been known to stand with democracy and the rule of law and the Constitution. I mean, you're saying that he should, if he sticks with that agreement, which a lot of people says have, you know, lots of constitutional violations in them, that you would stick with him?
Well, I don't know. People may have their own different opinions. People may not agree with the agreement. Sometimes agreements may not be comfortable with all the parties. It may be one-sided, but for the interest of peace, like the governor said, I repeat, that nothing is too much to sacrifice for the peace of Rivers State. You know, as a leader, what you see is the forest. But the people, your followers, they see the bush. So he knows what you have seen beyond the bush. That he said, let us allow this agreement to be. That is okay with it and he signed it. So we are appealing to everybody that is not happy, that is aggrieved by this agreement. Since the government have consented to it, they shall allow peace to reign.
And I mean, do you think that potentially this might have serious political consequences for the governor? I mean, because there are a lot of people, including elders of Rivers State, people, some of his own aides, some of the people who attended that meeting with President Tinubu, who feel very strongly that the agreement shortchanged the governor and by extension shortchanged the people of Rivers State. I mean, in those circumstances, you think the governor should be bound by the diktats of that agreement?
Well, the governor is ready to deliver good governance to Rivers people. That he has assured us continuously. And I think entering this agreement, he also very much aware of that fact that he's going to deliver good governance. Like I said, as an NLC, we are apolitical. We are apolitical, but for the fact that the governor is a worker, he rose being a worker. He was a member of the union association before he became the governor. And for us, we will give him all the necessary support. He is not like every other politician. That's why he re-entered the agreement. If it was a politician like other people, he would not enter the agreement. But because not being a politician, being like a man, an ordinary Nigerian that has heart for the people, that's ready to work with everybody, even those that are against him, even his enemies, to deliver good governance. He's willing to welcome opposition, and that is what I think also led to that agreement. That these are all things that he considered before reaching to that agreement. But it's all for the peace of the Rivers people. So, but if some people are not comfortable, they may have their own political imaginations or political strategies or maneuvering or based on their personal interests or political interests. But the governor is the leader of the state. He knows what is good for the state. He knows what is best for the state. So if he has taken a decision, please, people should respect that decision of the governor.
Right. They should respect that decision irrespective of whether that decision violates the Constitution of Nigeria, which the governor swore to uphold.
In as much as me, I'm not comfortable with that agreement somehow, because the governor is like, he's circled to work with the enemies. But if him as a governor also feel that like he entered the agreement, he has come to say he was not coerced to go into the agreement. So I think whatever the constitution may be, those that have issues can still continue with the court. Nobody, I don't think I have asked anybody, or I want to step down, anybody want to proceed in trying to protect his fundamental rights or any other breach that the agreement may come with. The governor has said, I don't think the governor is going to stop anybody. But for him, he has said he will abide by the tenets of that agreement. So whoever is not happy can seek redress anywhere.
Thank you very much indeed for joining us. Alex Agwanwor is the chairman of the Nigeria Labour Congress in Rivers State, and he was talking to me there on the line from Port Harcourt.